All right, now Wall Street stocks ended the voting day with significant gains. Still, traders were bracing for high volatility once voting results came in. As the presidential race will have major consequences for the future of economic policy. The market started the day relatively subdued. However, Wall Street benchmarks ended Tuesday with over 1% gains. And this comes even as traders were gearing up for a long night of perhaps heated vote tallying and wild fluctuations regardless of the result. Now, Bitcoin, Trump trade-related assets and gold are being watched closely since they are considered good indicators of the election mood. But Trump trades began to unwind towards the end of the U.S. trading session. Trump media stock closed over 1% lower after having surged nearly 15% earlier in this session. Now, Bitcoin paired gains to trade well below $70,000, which it breached earlier in the day, but the top token was still up over 3%. In addition, investors also eye volatility indicators for the S&P 500 and Treasuries. Now, Treasuries slipped on Tuesday with the bond volatility gauge hitting a one-year high. The chief investment officer at Group Bank Richelieu in Paris told Bloomberg, and I'm quoting, "What you can see across markets now is that no one is ready to take clear investment positions on the election." He further added that the uncertainty is palpable across all asset classes and there's such a massive gap between the program of the two candidates that caution is the essence. Now, technology stocks propelled Wall Street higher initially on Tuesday. Palantir Technologies surged as high as 23% on record profit and high demand for its AI software. But the stock ended in the red as caution and volatility kicked in. Still, the S&P 500 ended with over 1% gains and adhered to its historic trend. And the day of the presidential election has historically been a good day for stock prices. Carson Group found that out of 11 election trading sessions, the S&P 500 ended the day higher 9 times, and that is based on data of 11 years beginning in 1928 and omitting years when the NYSE was closed. On average, the index rose 0.9% on election days historically, and the most recent instance of this is the index's 1.8% gain on November 3rd, 2020. That was the election day in 2020. So Tuesday's 1% gain adds to that historic trend. Still, investors seem to be on edge since this has been the most contentious and closely fought presidential elections in recent memory. Strategists at Goldman Sachs warned of potential post-election turbulence but cited the strong U.S. economy as a long-term catalyst for stock market strength. Goldman strategists bet that there is a 1 in 5 chance of a 20% correction in Wall Street benchmarks post the election outcome. Still, risks add up to a market primed for volatility this week. Options data suggests a 1.8% move in either direction for the S&P 500 on Wednesday, the day after the vote. For all the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.